Alright, I got this Battery Extra desulfator in from Corby, England in the UK. Had it shipped over. Just looking at the packaging. Looks good. So let's open this dog up and see what we got. I figured I'd try out a desulfator. This is the 800. I think I ordered the 400. I don't know what I ordered. Here's the manual. You can see that. Gosh, I don't know. Definitely gonna have to read through the instructions here and make sure voltage is up to 12 to 120. Okay, I'll read through it. And this is the unit itself. Got a function button, a little light on there. Let's take a look at the hooking up. Yeah, it should be long enough to put on the battery bank. I may do some standoffs or something when I mount this, and I'll show you where I'm going to mount it here in a second. Okay. I'm going to read through this before I get smart on it. Alright, I took the covers off the battery bank and installed the Battery Extra right up here. And what I did for mounting it is I have an aluminum piece right here. This is non-magnetic, and I have some standoffs right here for a little bit of spacing, because apparently these units do get warm, but it's on there really good. And I just snake the wire down through here, and I'll probably put a little thing right here to hold it away from this receptacle here, and then I'll wire it to the bus bars. Okay, now I'm going to check what these batteries look like initially before installing. Well, I'm going to check the batteries, and I'm going to take a look and see what they look like, and then run this battery sulfator for several weeks and see how it works. Okay, I'm going to look into each cell of these batteries and inspect them, and also check the fluid level, cable tightness, and all this, but I want to try to get this camera on one of these cells and show you what it looks like. And as you know, it is very, very difficult to shoot a video showing you what a cell looks like. There we go. As you can see, it does have a little bit of brown discoloration in there. So this is the initial checkout. Okay. Alright, I got the unit plugged in. I'm going to show you a couple of things on here. Got it programmed. I'm using the 400 milliamp. This is the 800 version. You can program how many milliamps, 200, 400, or 800 milliamps. And the owner's manual says for a battery bank up to 1,500 1,500 amp hours, use the 400 milliamp cycle. I also enabled the low voltage cutoff at 24 volts. So if the battery bank goes below 24, this won't work. And as you can see, the little red light is on. So that indicates that the unit is working. And then I tucked the wire behind the standoff and ran it underneath here. Got a little thing there to hold the wire back from all this. And I also, this is where I set my little desktop fan, so it's going to get a lot of air cool right there. Now let's go underneath here. Let me show you something that I'm a little bit concerned. The way I have this wired into my bus bars is that this is essentially the whole, it's going to feel the whole battery. So I've got the negative up there, I've got the positive down there. But one thing I noticed is that there's no inline fuse with this unit. So if something shorts out, if the unit fails, it's just going to melt wire. So I may get one of those little mini automotive inline fuse deals from Napa or O'Reilly's or Advance or someplace and put a fuse on this thing. So it's one thing I need to keep track of. And another thing I noticed here, and I got to be brutally honest with batteries in here, I checked every single battery, topped it off with like maybe a half a cup of water in each cell, checked tightness, blew all the dust out, checked, make sure everything was looking good. And then I noticed one thing right here on a couple of these batteries. If you run your hand, this is nice and flat right here. This has got a bulge around this positive post, not on the negative, but on the positive post here. So I ended up checking all of them, especially the positives, and it's just a couple of them right here, just a hairline. Okay, a little bit there. So I don't know if that's bad or good or whatever, but it's not on all of them, it's just on a few of them. That one just a slight, and that one's good there. And these ones over here didn't, yeah, they were okay. They didn't take as much water, but and I'm still keeping an eye on these bulging. Like this one here, it's got a little bulge in there. This one here, slight, just slight, nothing huge, like the unit got hot or something. But this one right here is, I mean, it's not cracking or anything, but there's just a slight bulge in there. So we'll see. You keep an eye on them. They're running pretty good right now. And I don't know, you know, heat in sulfating batteries, and I'm learning, so don't quote me as an expert or an engineer on battery technology, but you know, heat is the #1 killer of batteries, and all kinds of bad things happen. And why would a battery heat up? It's internal resistance, short. Okay, so maybe with the addition of this desulfator and air cooling with my new cover and everything, these will be in better shape to survive a very hot Oklahoma summer. So, okay, just want to throw that out there for you, and thanks for watching. And I'm not going to publish this video. I may make it unlisted just for a select few folks.